What's up, guys? It's Mitch with SC Weather here with a severe weather update. It does look like we're going to be dealing with some more strong and severe storms. This time it may be a little earlier in the night, but let's dive right into it. Here is the NAM model. And, the NAM model has it developing and moving into the state and affecting the state a little earlier. And, I don't know how serious to take this, but it is showing it moving into the upstate as early as 5 o'clock. So we'll have to watch that. Moving into around the 6 o'clock range. Areas of the upstate, maybe just northwest of Greenville, have some storm activity. Move to the next frame here, and it just gradually starts filling more and more into the state. One thing I will note is before it was looking like it was going to be just one main line that was going to sweep through the entire state. Now it looks a little sloppy, meaning there might be a couple rounds. It might be hit or miss. Almost everybody's going to get rain from this, not meaning a miss that somebody might not get hit at all. But as you can tell, we're wrapping into the late evening time frame, 9 o'clock or so. It's showing it pretty much taking up the whole western part of the state. And it looks like it kind of develops into a nasty little line right there around 11 o'clock or so, and it's starting to move into parts of the Midlands. But look, this is an hour-by-hour time frame, and just kind of look how slow the movement is. It doesn't even look like it budged from the last frame. So that has me worried for heavy rain, where these storms just kind of are moving over the same areas. It can really dump a ton of rainfall over it, and this is 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, 3 or 4 hours ago, it looked like it was almost in the same spot. So, man, this is just one big alarming thing that we have to watch out for is the movement. It's very slow-moving squall line-like setup. Normally, squall lines are booking it and moving very fast. This one does not look like it's going to be like that. So, another thing that we have to think about is how much of those strong winds are going to mix to the surface. Now, I think they will in the stronger cells and things like that. But, how often will it happen? I'll tell you what, the National Weather Service is not very impressed with this setup for our state. But we are in a marginal risk. That's a level 1 severe weather chart. What I just showed you just a second ago, that was the radar out of Georgia and what looks like will fill into our area. But these are temperatures in the area. They're warm out there already. These are dew points. This is a big thing, guys. It's still pretty dry out there. And in fact, the dew points have dropped a little bit. In my location here in Columbia, I'm in the mid-50s in dew points. And that's barely workable for severe weather. So that's a big thing we have to watch out for the Carolinas. Is how juicy can we get that atmosphere? Now, this is the HRRR model. And it kind of shows a little bit of the similar thing. It has it moving through. Where is this? This is, what time frame is this? Now, this is probably around 7 o'clock. And I mean, check it out. Even this model has it in the state pretty early. 7 o'clock, pretty much have storms right over Greenville. 8 o'clock, pretty nasty weather right over the whole entire upstate. And 9 o'clock, it just looks like it's barely moving. Right? And that's where storms have the potential to train over one area and really dump a lot of rainfall in certain areas. So the damaging wind threat is there where the strongest parts of the line is. But I think a big threat, almost just as much, is heavy rainfall, especially for areas in the upstate where a prequel, if you will, line may form and may affect areas of the upstate until it kind of consolidates more, maybe picks up a little bit more speed as it's getting to the Midlands. But this is about 1 a.m. The bulk of the rain finally making it into the Columbia area. Now, this is just one of the two main models we kind of start to look at this frame. So, it looks kind of sloppy. It's definitely not that intense looking band it was a couple days ago. But the HRR obviously isn't a very high resolution model. It's not showing as detailed, as strong as the storms may actually be. But, heck, even at 4 a.m., it still shows rain over, even areas still west of Columbia. So this is potential wind gusts. The latest Euro was showing, the latest as in last night's Euro. The new one's about to come out here in an hour or so. But You see those reds? That's over 50 mile per hour wind gusts. And you see how it's in a line kind of diagonally? That's signaling a strong to severe line of storms that have potential of strong winds to mix at the surface. So, where the strongest, winds are, storm part of storms are, the stronger winds are going to mix at the surface, causing damaging winds wherever it sets up. This is Cape. I don't have the chart set up over to the right much, guys, but in a nutshell, this is very low Cape. So this system is not going to be driven off storm energy. Cape is storm energy basically, and it's just not. This is off a show. This is a wind-driven shear setup where there's just can be damaging winds. But this is the last thing I'll show you. And check out the upstate potential for some training storms, maybe 3 to 4 inches of rain, maybe. Not sure about that much, but something we need to watch out for. But that's all I got, guys. So later tonight, this evening, expect condition to go downhill, and this thing is going to be inching across the state all night. So y'all stay safe, and I'll keep y'all updated.